Hi guys, I'm back again with a My Makeup Collection series video, and today I'm going to talk about all of the bronzers that I have. I'm also going to include contouring products and my cream bronzers as well. It only makes sense, right? So I'm gonna get started real quick because I have a lot to talk about. I'm gonna talk about my cream products first, and the first one I'm going to talk about is the My Makeup by Mario contouring stick. I have mine in the shade light medium, and it's a really beautiful, I don't know why it's not going up right now, really beautiful contouring color and bronzing at the same time. I usually contour with my bronzer, so I like it to be warm but then at the same time a little bit gray. This is a really beautiful contouring color. So that's the shade right there. And it looks gray, but then when you blend it in, it just blends in so beautifully. And then it looks a little warm, but then at the same time it has that grayness to it to where you can really contour and shape your face how you want, which is essentially what you want to do. Another bronzing stick slash contouring stick that I have is the Bandai Bay Nude Sticks contouring stick. And this one's a little bit deeper than the light medium, but this one is solely more to bronze, I would say. You can contour with this, but I feel like with this, it's more warm than the Makeup by Mario. As you can see, it's a lot warmer. You can contour with this, but I like my contour to be a little bit more chiseled, a little bit more noticeable. So this, you see the difference between both of them. This one has a little bit more of a grayness to it, and this one's a little bit warmer. And I love both of them for different reasons. On a day where I don't really care about contouring, I can use the Nude Sticks Bandai Bay, and it will just warm up my whole face. And it will give me a little bit of shape, but it's not what I need in that day, right? Essentially, that's why I'm using it. But I love it. I love it. I love it to say the least. It looks kind of similar to light medium, but again, you can see that light medium, it's a little bit more cooler, and this one's a little bit more warmer. Oh my God, this one is new to my collection, and I don't know how I didn't have it. This is super tiny, and it's so pigmented. It looks beautiful on your face. I'm gonna use the word beautiful a lot. Bronzer for me has always been my favorite product in my makeup. I love bronzer. I love to look contoured. I've always had a really shaped face, but now my face has gotten a little bit chubbier after I had the baby, and you know, my weight fluctuates depending on my hormones and all of the cookies and bubble tea and all this stuff. Anyway, my face is a lot chubbier, so it doesn't look as shaped. But when I was in high school or when I was a little younger, my face was a lot more chiseled naturally. So I had cheekbones and my jaw was super defined, which is not anymore. But again, I'm not gonna go on a tangent. My face was very structured before, and it was easier to shape my face. And now it's a little harder, so I appreciate products that are a little bit more pigmented and can blend really well, so that way I can achieve like the really soft chiseled look, but then at the same time like really soft and not too crazy. But this one's by Milk Makeup, and it's in the shade Baked. And this is so pretty, so pretty. I'm gonna put it here because it's so pretty. It looks really warm, but again, it's kind of like light medium. It has a little bit of like grayish to it, but no, it doesn't have too much, but it's beautiful on your face. It really bronzes up your face, which is what's supposed to do, but it just does it so beautifully. There's some bronzer sticks or pots that you put on your face and you blend them in and you don't really see the color, but this one you really see the color and it looks beautiful on your face. I'm gonna talk about my little pots. I have NARS and Laguna in this little pot, and it is really nice. It's really, really nice. As you can see, I use it a lot. I really love this when I'm going all for creams. So in days where I lean more towards creams, like doing everything cream, not setting my face with powder and doing like a cream blush and stuff. So this is when I will use this just to give my face a little bit of color, and it's perfect for that. I love it. And it smells like sunscreen in a really good way. It doesn't, it just smells like a tropical vacation. It's really pretty. I'm gonna swatch it for you guys. It looks really dark when you pick it up in your finger, but when you blend it in, that's when the magic happens. And this one is a lot more gray, as you can see right here. I'm so sorry for the really shitty swatch. I'm gonna do little clips where I show you guys, but that's Laguna. And as you can see, it's very, very gray and warm at the same time, which I love because the warmness gives the color to your face and the grayness gives your face the shape and the shadows in the perfect spot and in the perfect way. So I love this one. I love it. Another one that I bought just recently is the Anastasia cream bronzer in the shade Golden Tan. I heard a lot of people talking about this and I wanted to see what was up with it, if it was good. Tried it twice and I like it. I like it. I like how it looks on my face and everything. I don't like cream products that leave my face glowy. And for a bronzer, I would prefer like a cream bronzer that would turn into powder or would turn a little bit matte on my skin, because I just don't like my bronzer looking shiny. So this is, I have to try it a little bit more, but it's looking like when you blend it in on your face, it looks bronzed and beautiful and all of that, but it has like this dewiness. It has like this dewiness. It's not shiny. It doesn't have any shiny particles or anything in it. It's just that it leaves your face tacky and dewy. With going out and about and wearing masks, I don't really want my face to be dewy, because that means that my makeup is going to transfer onto the mask and I'm going to have like lines of the mask on my face. So not like my favorite, but it's not like a bad cream bronzer for me, at least. This is my preference. So if this is your holy grail, I understand, it's really beautiful, but I just wish it like set matte on my face, or like a little bit of satin finish, if you get what I mean. The swatch of it right here. I'm gonna swatch it for you guys. That's how Golden Tan looks. Again, it has the warmness and it has that grayish tone that I really, really love. And that's how it blends in. It's super beautiful, but I just wish it wasn't so dewy. Okay, now I have the contouring cream right here. I have the Huda Beauty Tantour Contour and Bronzer Cream in the shade Light. Now this is for when you really, really want to contour, when you really, really want to contour your face. This is embarrassing to admit. I ordered this because I was so excited about it. I was like, I need something that's gonna contour my face because my face is really chubby and I'm having a really hard time adapting to my face and how different I look, because I do look different. So I bought this and I haven't even used it. I haven't even used it. It's not because it sucks or whatever. I have so much makeup and I bought it. I was excited about it and I just haven't used it. I haven't used it. It's like brand stinking new, but let's try it. Let's swatch it right now. This is in the shade Light, by the way. Oh, whoa, that's super emollient. That's like I just literally swirled my finger in there. Ooh, this is making me want to try it tomorrow. Now that's the color right here. Oh my god, it looks so similar to the Anastasia one, only this one looks a little bit more whoa, no, it actually looks very similar. It looks like a little bit more brown. And the other one, I don't know. They both look very similar, but very beautiful. I need to try it. I just have to get around to put it on. Now we're gonna start with the powders. I'm gonna start with the one that I have two of, and it's the La Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder, and I have it in the shade 3 and I have it in the shade 4. I really, really love this. It looks like this, and it's so beautiful. It's not a matte bronzer. It has a little bit of a radiance to it. It really leaves your face like glowy in the most beautiful way because it doesn't have like shimmer particles or anything like that. I'll swatch it for you guys right here. That's how it looks right here. It's so beautiful. It really leaves a glow on your face. And yeah, I love it. And I also have the shade Bronze 4. Now, essentially why I bought this is because this one would be my all over the face bronzer. And then this one, I would just focus it in where I want to shape my face. But I love, love, love these. This one I have is the Ilia Nightlight Bronzing Powder in the shade Drawn In. And this is, again, another beautiful bronzer. It has the right amount of warmth and grayness, and it blends so, so nice. I can't even express it enough. I have used this one to dye. It's so, so beautiful. I bought it because obviously Kathleen Lights talked about it. And I'm surprised that a bronzer that matches her skin tone, I can wear it too, because she's a lot lighter than me. But this looks beautiful on my skin. It's a little bit more buttery than the La Mercier. As you can see, the La Mercier, it's baked, so you really have to get your brush in there. This one, it's really softly put in, so that's why I'm able to just rub it on my finger, and that's how that shade looks right there. I can't really tell. And you have to put it on your face, and that's when the magic happens. So the color's right here, but when you put it on your face, it looks really, really pretty. There you go. That's the color right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's so, so pretty all over your face. My newest bronzers, the Charlotte Tilbury and the Marc Jacobs. The Marc Jacob one, it's huge. It was like $25 on Sephora, which I was like, what? $25 for this huge bronzer? That's amazing. I think the only bronzer that I have that leans a little bit more red, I don't have that many. Actually, I do have another one that leans a little bit more red. This looks like you're sunburnt. So if you were to put this all over your forehead and your cheeks and put it all over, it would look like you had been in the sun all day. So I really, really love this one. It's beautiful. This Marc Jacobs, no, Charlotte Tilbury bronzer is a little like harder in the pan, almost like you have to really swish your brush in there, and it's very natural. It doesn't kick up product. I don't think a lot of my bronzers kick up products, like they have like the powder that flies everywhere. I don't have a problem with any of them, except for I think one or two, but this, it's a beautiful color as well. Oh God. Ugh. Charlotte Tilbury is like one of those brands that is really expensive. There you go. That's it swatched. I will get a better swatch for you in the little clips that I insert. But Charlotte Tilbury does beautiful, beautiful products, which is why they're so expensive. But because they're so expensive, it makes you think like, oh my God, do I need this? This bronzer, I forget how much it is, but it's pretty expensive. But again, the pan is so freaking big that like, how can you ever finish this? Like, you can't, especially if you have this many bronzers like I do. Now, I have these two Milani bronzers. They're called the Silky Matte Bronzing Powder, and I have it in the shade 2 and I have it in the shade 3. So now just looking at them side by side, you can almost tell why I have both of them. One is really, really gray, and one is really, really warm. And yeah, so I decided to buy both of them because I was like, well, this one is perfect when I want to contour. I contour mainly with this. When I use another bronzer on the warmer side, I grab a little bit of this Milani one and I put it right at the bottom of my cheekbones, and it gives me that perfect shadow. And the shade 3, it's a lot more warmer. You can tell it's a lot more warmer, and this is perfect for all over your face. So I have two. They're perfect. I think from now till the end of the video, I'm just gonna insert the swatches with the little clips because you can't really see it when I swatch it right now. Hey guys, editing Marc over here. I just noticed that in the small clips that I recorded the swatches, in some of them you can't even see the color of the bronzer on my hand, but that's because my body is a lot darker than my face. So these bronzers do show up on my face. They just don't show that well on my hand because my hands are pretty tan from driving. So I'm so sorry for the really crappy swatches in this video. I tried my best to show each bronzer for how it actually looks like in daylight, but pretty hard, I guess. You just trust me that these bronzers are really, really nice, really natural, but does the job, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I just wanted to come here to say that. So let's go on to the video. Another Milani bronzer that I have is the Baked bronzer in the shade 9 called Dolce. And it looks like this. It has the little swirls of golden sparkle sheen to it, and it looks really, really beautiful on the skin. This for me is a bronzer on a day where I don't want to wear blush. This leaves your face so pretty, but on a regular basis, like let's say today I applied my bronzer and I applied blush. When I want to wear this, I would just put this all over my face, like all over, and it would just give me that glow. And I don't really need blush because this is like a peachy bronzer. When you put it on your face, it doesn't look like it on the pan, but when you put it on your face, for me at least, it gives me that bronzer look, but then it also has that peachiness behind it that allows me to just not wear blush. This is a bronzer that my mom gave to me. My mom bought it and she was like, whoa, this is really dark for me. So she gave it to me. And this is Anastasia powder bronzer in the color Mahogany. And it's really red. Really, really red. And I use this as eyeshadow. Because this, oh man, this is so pigmented. If I was to put this all over my face, I would look crazy. If it was my color, it would look really, really pretty on my skin. It looks doable. It looks like I can do it, but I just prefer this as eyeshadow. It looks really pretty as eyeshadow. And yeah, that's how I use this one. I also have this Burt's Bees Toasted Cinnamon Blush. Now this says blush, but to me, this could be a bronzer. This I use the same way I use the Milani Baked bronzer, because this is supposed to be a blush, but it's leaning kind of like a bronzer to me as well on my skin. I just put it all over my cheeks. All over my cheeks, it gives me that really beautiful natural glow. It gives me color. It gives me a little bit of shadow. It looks really, really beautiful. And this is not matte. So it looks kind of glowy, just the subtlest glow, because it doesn't have any sparkle or shimmer in it. But as you can tell, it has a little bit of a sheen on it, so it's really beautiful. I also have the blushes of this. Next one up is this Dior Skin Mineral Nude Bronzer, and this will be shade Wild Earth. And this I bought online and I thought it looked kind of darker online, but in person it's a little bit light. It's a little bit light. Doesn't look bad. It doesn't look like nothing on my skin, but it's almost like a bronzer that I would wear when I don't want to have much on my face. I have to actually put like a couple of layers of this so it can really show. So I wouldn't say this is a bronzer, but it's called a bronzer. Obviously I had to get a darker color, but I'm just gonna keep it because it's been a long time already. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I just want to say that it's really beautiful. If you get the correct shade, it will look really nice on your face. Now, I also have this Clinique Powder Pop Flower Bronzer. This is beautiful, this color. This is the bronzer that I said leans a little bit more red. As you can see, it's like, it has this sheen to it. It's not a matte bronzer. How do I describe it? It's like, let me see if I could swatch it and make it look like how it looks on my skin. You can see it's like a brown, reddish, like a terracotta color. It looks beautiful on your face. It has that redness to it and you can see the sheen in it. You can see it and it looks so, so pretty on your face. Oh, this is so beautiful. I also have the highlight of this line and it's so natural. The bronzer that I have is the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Bronzer in the shade Light Medium. So this is supposed to go hand in with the contour stick. And this is in the powder form. I feel like this shade is a lot more different than the shade, this shade, the one in the contour stick. This one definitely leans a little bit more grayish and this one's a little bit more warmer. And it also has a little bit of red in it, which is beautiful because it makes you look like you're sunburned. That's how it looks. I said I wasn't gonna swatch it, but I am so tempted to show you right now. And that's how that looks. Swatched on my hand and on your cheeks, it looks so, so pretty. Again, compared to the Clinique one, it's a lot more brown. It's not as red as the Clinique one, but it has it in there. Once you put it on your face, you'll be able to tell. But yeah, that's how both of them look. They look so different, but they look so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful on the face. And this is really pigmented. Put a little bit on at a time and blend it and it will look very natural, but don't just grab the blush and go crazy on it. Drugstore bronzer that I have that everybody knows about is the Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. And this one is really, really beautiful. Really, really beautiful as well. The thing with this one for me is the smell. I don't like smells that are super strong and that smell like coconut, because this kind of lingers on your face. From time to time, when the wind hits you a certain way, you will smell the coconut. And I'm not a fan of coconut. I don't even like coconut, like to actually eat it. And I don't appreciate being in my makeup. Ignoring the fact that it smells like coconut, the bronzer is really beautiful and really nice. I understand why people love it. Again, but if I were to finish it, it's not something that I need to go run and buy. It's pretty. It's pretty, but it's not something that shakes my boots. I also have the Hula Benefit Bronzer, and I have the regular one, not this mini one. And this is the shade. I don't have to contour, I don't have to do anything. This shade basically does it all. Have a little bit of a kickback. You put your brush in there and everything flies everywhere. I don't really get bothered with things like that as long as they blend perfectly on my face. That's the shade right there. It's almost similar to the one that we swatched before, Makeup by Mario one. It kind of looks similar to that. I don't know if it's me or it has a little bit more red, kind of like the Clinique one. Oh, I'm surprised that a lot of these bronzers have a little bit of red in them. You can see the warmth in them and you can see like the grayish of them, and that's what I really love about all these products. But I'm surprised that a lot of them have that reddish hue. I guess I like the reddish color behind them. Really beautiful, and yes, highly recommend. Another bronzer I have in this little mini size because it's super expensive, but it's the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer in the shade Radiant Bronze Light. And it's so tiny and so pretty. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. Love the swirls. I love it when it looks like this. This bronzer, it's so similar to, kind of similar to the Milani one, only this one actually has like pieces of sparkle to it. Like if you can really see it, it has like the pieces of the sparkle. This, it's more of a sheen. As you can see, you mix it together, you put it on your face, and it looks, oh, you see, look right there. You see how it looks so glowy, but it doesn't have the pieces of shimmer in it. It just blends on your face and gives you the subtlest glow. I really love it. I will continue to buy the mini size because the big size is like $56, I think, and that's too much money for a bronzer. The max I would pay for a bronzer is like 40 something, but after 40 something, I'm not buying anything. That's just too expensive. Now, my last bronzer, I left this one for last because it is so beautiful, and it's my new bronzer. I just bought it yesterday, and it looks so beautiful. I was stuck between NARS Laguna bronzer or buying the matte version. I ended up buying the matte one because I am a person that when I apply a bronzer, I like to apply it all over my face, on my forehead, on my chin, everywhere. And I don't particularly like to put a shimmery or glowy bronzer everywhere because I feel like it's just like you can't put a lot because then it starts to look crazy. You can see like the glowiness, and if it doesn't have particles, that's okay, but it looked to me like the NARS Laguna had a little bit of a shimmer particles in it, and I wasn't a fan. Put that on my forehead or my chin. Again, this is new. I just bought it yesterday. It looks stunning on your face. I have it on right now. And as you can see, it like contours my face. I have no contour on my face right now. I put this bronzer everywhere, on my forehead, on my chin. As you can see, I have like a little bit of a chin from eating cookies and having the baby, but it's okay. I have this bronzer on my cheekbones. As you can see, it creates a little bit of a shadow, and it looks so beautiful. I really love this. I also bought the NARS Tinted Moisturizer. I've been wanting to buy the Tinted Moisturizer. I didn't know if I needed it, but I don't want to be wearing foundation every day. I have a lot of foundations. I could be wearing them every day, but I'm not in the mood for it. Like some days you just wake up, you want to wear makeup, but you don't want to wear foundation. Tinted Moisturizer, man. That's when the Tinted Moisturizer covers what you want to cover, and it looks kind of like you don't have makeup on. Hi guys, that was all of my bronzers. Thank you. If you stayed till the end of the video, I really appreciate it. You have a lot of patience. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something. I hope you see this video and say, wow, I actually want to get that bronzer now. I have like a medium olive skin tone, and my veins a little bit more bluish greenish. I just wanted to tell you that just in case you have the same skin tone as me or undertone, you will know that these bronzers will work for you. Mixture of like drugstore, high-end. That's kind of like all of my collection. I do like some drugstore stuff, but I do like some things that are high-end as well. If you like this video, you can just press the like button at the bottom and also subscribe to my channel. I try to upload one video a week. Had 2 weeks where I didn't upload because I was just feeling kind of sad. What's going on in the world? You can't help but to feel a little bit under the weather with everything that's going on. But I committed to this, and I feel happy at the end of uploading and editing my videos. I feel really happy about it. Thank you again for watching this video, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.